Let's talk about something completely different because Jamie-Lynn Sigler has been on our TV screens for many years, but it wasn't until much more recently that she let us in on her health secret. We watched her grow up on The Sopranos. By age 20, Jamie-Lynn Sigler was a rising star, but behind the scenes, she hid a devastating illness, multiple sclerosis. For 15 years, she kept her secret, until earlier this year when this wife and mother finally broke her silence. Since going public, Jamie has become a voice for MS, and today she's here to share details never revealed before of her family career and her daunting battle with this disease. Please welcome actress and advocate Jamie-Lynn Sigler to the show. And thank you so much for being with us. I just want to ask you this because you obviously did a great job of keeping your diagnosis secret for 15 years. I'm curious, what changed, and now you're being so open about, which I think is so wonderful.
Thank you.
What changed?
You know, it was sort of another job that I had, keeping this secret, and people judging me and limiting me without me explaining what my limits were. But also, too, being a mother, and, you know, my son is only 3 years old, and he has some awareness, but thinking about him in the future and asking him to keep this secret for me, what kind of example would I be giving to him? You know, I want him to teach him compassion, and that no matter what your circumstances, you deserve a very full life, and I just wanted to be that example for him.
So that was sort of the breakthrough moment.
Yeah.
The family.
Yeah. And then
your son, your husband.
Absolutely. And so I had a wonderful support system that I was able to come out about this. But what I didn't anticipate was the level of responsibility I'd now feel as a representative of the MS community. And it's given me a platform to be a real advocate for, you know, people that suffer in silence a lot of the time.
I'm really happy you're here because a lot of people hear the word MS and they don't understand how differently it can strike and the different symptomatology. And is it true that you developed, in a way, a new community? Is that fair to say?
This is my new job. This is my new role. I mean, I'm so proud and happy. And look, I'm human. I have MS. I deal with it. It's hard. But I've teamed up with Biogen to do this Reimagine Myself campaign, where it's really just reimagining yourself with relapsing MS or any autoimmune disease or chronic disease you may have, because you have to alter things, but it doesn't mean that your life has to stop.
This is awesome what you're doing. What were your biggest personal challenges?
Initially, I went symptom-free for quite some time, and then I went through a divorce, and that can be very stressful, obviously, and things started to manifest. And when I was initially diagnosed, I was not good about treatment. Over a couple of years, just things start to manifest. For women, we have a lot of problem with bladder control. My right side is significantly weaker than my left. I haven't been able to run in 10 years. I plan to, and have been, and will continue to be very candid about these things because it affects a lot of areas in your life. And I've been doing blog posts that are going to come out where it's, you know, I talk about getting diagnosed, working with it, motherhood, marriage, sex. I mean, these are things that are all
Which is, talking about how
it.
MS impacts your sex life, that's a really noble thing, because it's hard enough to talk about, hey, I have multiple sclerosis, but then this is affecting my intimacy.
Well, you know, it can be very isolating when you have any kind of disease, and especially a chronic one. You feel like people don't understand, and you can feel like people just won't get it, so you don't talk about it.
Right.
And I just want to open up a conversation. Believe it or not, another major reason why I came out about it, and it took me 15 years, was to really just accept that I have relapsing multiple sclerosis. It's a very hard pill to swallow, but it's not a death sentence. And it just took me a while to be able to confidently talk about it. And I think if it was in the beginning, I would have been way too emotional and uneducated. And so I feel like I'm in a better place now to talk about it.